Hey everybody, it's Razzie_Dazzy here. I am here to play Trigger Happy Havoc Danganronpa, another episode. As we left off, I forgot what her name was. Sayaka died, and now we have to investigate. Junko got pissed off and then just tried to defy Monokuma, and she's dead. Okay, I'm back. I need to get some water. How do we even do something like this?
Anyway,
we don't really have to do anything particularly. We already know who the killer is. What are you implying?
This is very suspicious.
It was you. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. Oh my god. Don't come any closer. You are going to kill me next.
So,
Well, I guess it's... Oh my god, I'm tongue twisting already. Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. It's not for sure that Makoto is guilty yet. That's true. We may as well at least check to just check. Even if we want to, I couldn't help investigating. Wait, why not? I'm not good with blood. All it takes is one glimpse, I'll black out.
Oh yeah?
Well, whatever. I don't think anyone was expecting much from you anyway. Damn. Okay. Alright. I guess I better get going. Well, wait. Don't go yet. You haven't heard me out. But it was pointless. Everyone had already left, and at their parting look at me had still been filled with suspicion. Not suspicion. I don't even know what that means. Does everyone really think I'm the killer? How did they turn out like this? How did it turn out like this? Seriously. They really got it all wrong. Why do they have to expect me? I have to do something. Otherwise, everyone will...
Execution is execution. Execution! Electric chair. Poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
I can't let that happen. I can't let things turns out the way that Monokuma wants. All I have to do is to find out who really did it. Who really killed Sayaka. Okay. I guess I should look through the Monokuma file. We got before. The victim was Sayaka Maizono. The time of death was approximately, I don't know the word. It to be around 1:30 a.m. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. All evidence suggests the death that took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was also an injury on her wrist. To her wrist. Suspectedly, the wrist appears to be suffering with femurs fractures. We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. Somehow, I have to find out the truth so that we can all survive. And for Sayaka. I have to find out if she was killed. How she was killed. The Monokuma file is added to my den. Okay. Should I exit? Yeah. Because there's nothing here. Junko is literally dead. Okay, I could leave here, so there's no point. First of all, I should head to the scene of the crime, my room. We won't make any progress without investigating there. Well, thank you, game, for teleporting me there. So I headed there to my room when Sayaka's corpse was still there, all remaining or whatever. I better examine the state of my room a little closer. Or clearer, or whatever. That might reveal something new. I don't know, the whole scratches, the table is turned, the fake sword that you had, the gashes on the bed, and on the walls. Okay. Anyway, there is scratches and gashes on my walls and bed. This evidence is strange. It looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Damn it! I was right there in the other room. If I only have heard something. Wait. That would not have been possible. Huh? Don't you remember? All of our rooms are completely soundproof. So something could happen in the room right next to you, and there would be no way you could know. Well, perhaps that was another of Monokuma's strategies, or whatever, created to idle setting of a murder. Sorry for sounding robotic. Okay, another evidence for our truth bullet or whatever. I know how. There is the key. There's the key on the ground. It has my name on it. So this must be my room. So this must be my room key. If I remember correctly. Ah, that's right. We will have to trade keys. When we switched rooms, we switched keys too. So Sayaka would have had the key here in my room the entire time. Why am I sounding robotic? Hold on. But wait, if that's true, then how did the killer get into the room in the first place? Could Sayaka have forgotten to lock the door? No way. I mean, no. That seems impossible. There's the same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who is it, don't open the door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, there would be no point for even switching. After saying that, there was no way she would have forgotten to lock it or open it for any reason. Well, maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something. No, that's not possible either. Sayaka was in here when we switched rooms. And with how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone to walk around, so she couldn't have dropped it. So how did the killer... Okay. Sorry, I need to get some water. This is the replica sword I brought back from the self-defense? Oh, for self-defense. Does that mean it was used in an attack somehow? And plus, the I don't know what that meant. It has been taken out of the sheath. I hadn't actually looked at the blade itself until now. I shouldn't be surprised. It's covered in gold leaf too. Okay, I'm gonna sit down. Okay. Oh, on top of that, some of the gold leaf casing has come off of part of the blade and handle. Yeah, the handle especially. It's missing a lot of the casing. I remember the casing sticks to you even if you just touched it a little bit. I'm not reading the green text, so we gotta examine everything. Huh. Looking at the lint roller, it looks like there was way less than there was before. Is he talking about once, like, I don't know. I know how to use lint rollers before. I think I used those only once and never used them again because there was no point. Did Sayaka see how dirty my room was and decided to clean up a little? I doubt it. Okay, why can I not look at that? Let me look at it. Oh. Sakura, do you think I'm guilty too?
Hey.
I'm not trying to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did it. You did this. Whatever decides the rest of you, comes up with I will follow leader. I will follow leader. Okay, I see. I like Sakura. She's cool.
By the way,
You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone else found the body, I mean. There's a trash room here in the dorm, right? They could have just tossed some stuff in there. Yeah, that's definitely possible.
you son of a bitch!
That dirty bastard!
Shit.
Anyone who raises their hand on to a woman is a scum that deserves death. That's what my brother taught me.
You're fucking dead.
Jesus. Okay. So if I ever find that son of a bitch, that does it. I'm going to pound his goddamn face in. But what if it was a girl that did it? He's just like, you know what? I'll probably go to leave there.
Yo.
That'll get sorted out when the time comes. He didn't say anything. He's like, I don't want to say anything. Let's see the sheath. This is... Oh, it's the same thing. What? That's not the sword piece, that's the sheath. What is he talking about? Huh? There's some scratching on the sheath. They must have made with something sharp. But how'd the sheath got scratched up in the first place? Even if someone used the sword during a struggle, it doesn't make for the sheath to be this damaged. I mean, if you're going to attack someone with a sword, first thing you do is unsheath it. A heavy sheath like this would only get in the way. It could have just slid off in the middle of the fight. So why are there scratches on the sheath? Okay. I thought I was examining the same thing. I was like, that's not the sword. Okay. Let's check the dresser. The tool set still inside the dresser. I don't see any evidence that has been used at all, which makes sense. I guess. I mean, it is mine, and I haven't had any reason to open it. I couldn't even imagine the situation where I needed a toolkit like this.
Yo.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, Mondo.
What?
I ain't exactly in the mood to building fucking furniture, right? You wouldn't have used yours either then.
What?
Not just me, nobody's business they're out yet. I don't know. Actually, we were just talking about it yesterday.
By the way,
None of us guys have opened their toolkits yet. Cause, like, why the hell would we? Y'all don't know how to use a toolkit? Sorry, my stuttering is really bad right now. Hey, Kirigiri. I mean, not Kirigiri. I said her last name. Hey, Kyoko. I quietly called her name while she was investigating in the area. But
What are you doing? Isn't it obvious? No. I'm searching. Searching?
she was down on her knees. Technically, she is crouching, but she's down on her knees. Carefully inspecting every every inch of my room.
Did you lose a contact or something?
I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. But a few seconds later, she suddenly stood up and stood up straight and said,
Listen.
"Are you a clean freak?" Huh? No, I don't think so. But what? Knowingly, she'd glance around my room one more time.
I see.
Interesting. What interesting?
Hey.
Just as I suspected. Something is very unusual about your room. Okay, I'm about to press B by accident. Okay. What is unusual about my room? Unusual? What do you mean?
So...
I've searched around the floor from one corner to the corner around corner of another. And I didn't find any single strand of hair. Really?
Indeed.
Okay. Not one hair from the victim. And not one hair from you. Even though you've been living here. You don't know. Wait. You don't know? Yeah. You know now that you mentioned it. I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like the lint roller in my room has been used, and I never touched it. Couldn't someone have used it too?
I see.
Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used the lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you crammed in and struggled your room clean. I don't know those words, but no one uses those words. Okay, what is it? What is it, Saika or the killer?
Well,
That question isn't. That's the question, isn't it? Okay, yada yada yada. Let's look at the body. The bathroom. And on the other side of the door, of that door. Let's just go in, dude. No. I can't get this. I can't let it get to me. I can't afford to freeze up now. I forced myself to push my panic down and stepped into the bathroom. Why did she wrote 37? Like, did the killer wrote 37 or she did? Unless if I'm like looking at it backwards, it just says 73. Looking at her made it painfully clear. It wasn't a dream or illusion. She had lost everything that she made her her. Sayaka. All at once, I overcame with dizziness, nauseous, urge of bursting into tears. But I can't. I can't hesitate now. Why? Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I won't give up. I won't collapse. But that's thought I hold me up through. I'm bad at this. Okay, let's look at the corpse. Sorry guys, I keep drinking out of my water bottle. I ate a bunch of pretzels, so my mouth is a little bit dry. I told myself I simply couldn't face what I saw, but now, no time to think like that. Pull out the Monokuma file to a various vastly of what it said about her body. Some sort of sharp object has been thrusted into her stomach. That must have been the killing blow. But whatever they used to kill her, where did they get it? Y'all don't know what the sharp object is? That's literally a knife. It definitely looked like something I should have looked into later. What? Look into it now! Also, according to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's right wrist is broken. Oh, there's some yellow stuff on her too. Her wrist doesn't look swollen and bleeding and bloody. That does look swollen and bloody. That's for sure. But there's some sort of glittery there on her wrist too. Right there. Where her wrist is all swollen, there was something glittery. That's definitely, I don't know that word to me. Another thing that, don't know the word to me is, Huh? There's some blood on her left index finger, but that's it. The palm? The palms of both of her hands are totally spotless, so how come that her left finger... Okay, so she must have wrote it in her blood, I guess. Unless, like, the killer, like, took her hand while she was dead and just, like, made her wrote it while she's, like, unconscious. The stab wound on her stomach, in her stomach, is what killed her. So when she broke her wrist, that must have happened earlier on. I mean, how could her wrist get broken after she already been killed? Unless if the killer just broke her wrist. Maybe she was still struggling in the bathroom and the killer grabbed her arm and just, like, the killer just twisted. So it possibly so it's very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist was broken, when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer continued in, cornered her into the bathroom. Where they don't know that word, the deadly wound. Okay, do I need to see other things? Can I just look at that? It looks like a pass Sayaka to the wall behind her. And there I saw what? Written in blood where the numbers are 11037. Did Sayaka do this? I think I might know who it is, but I ain't gonna say anything because that looked a little bit too obvious. It looks like you found it, right, Makoto? The blade numbers, and that most likely Sayaka's dying message. Blade numbers. I've never seen something written in blood before. It really was her final message. It as if she written it with her life itself.
Right.
Do you often talk like a aspected post? What? But the numbers she wrote, what do they mean? 110, okay, 11037. I am not reading the whole number separately. I I have no idea what that means. I have no idea what it could possibly mean.
So,
The way she wrote it, the numbers makes me think she written it to use her body to block them. If she written them in that location while she was setting the way we found her. Oh, sitting. It means that she must have written it then by turning only her hand towards the wall. If we were writing something that in that position, do you know how the results would be? The results?
Well.
Think about it. You're not going to tell me.
Makoto.
You need to uncover the mystery of this case yourself. Otherwise, the case will end and you will remain uncovered. I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it's obviously you are not going to tell me. I'm going to make you guys look at this and see what you guys see. Because I have really good eyes, so yeah. It sounds like Kyoko knows what. It sounds like Kyoko knows what Sayaka's dying message means. She ain't saying anything. She's like, nah, you're the main character. You're supposed to know this. I'm just here to tell you that. I'm just here to help you in some weird way. But honestly, I have no idea. Oh, I know who I should talk to. When it comes to numbers, who's better to ask than the ultimate programmer?
Makoto.
There's one other thing I want to ask you about. Do you know how your door to your bathroom got broken? Broken? Oh, you mean how it got stuck?
What?
It got stuck? Yeah, I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. When I first tried it, I thought it was locked. But once I learned to trick it, it opened no problem. Let me take a break. Hold up. Okay.
Correct.
So the door doesn't quite fit in the frame, huh? But actually, I'm referring the doorknob broken. Huh? The doorknob?
That's right.
You didn't notice? Well, just try closing the door. I'm sure you'll see right away what I'm talking about. I did what Kyoko said. Sure, the door, the bathroom door. Huh? The doorknob. What? Just let me look at the door. Don't just pull me back. What the heck? the doorknob is practically about to fall off. Why is that? Why is it like that? I mean, why is it like this?
It would seem.
Someone must have been using a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Whatever it is, it was. I mean, whatever it was, it obviously that this was intentional. Wait, it was intentional? Why would someone want to do that?
So.
I guess maybe they were trying to get to the door, trying to get the door unlocked, ended up breaking the whole thing. But my bathroom doesn't have a lock. Doesn't have a lock on it. Only the girls' bathrooms can lock, right? She took those. Okay. She stood there for a while, lost in thought. Then apparently, strikes was a sudden realization. She shoot out a question.
Just a second.
I have one more question for you. You mentioned earlier the doorknob your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about this? Well, I did tell Sayaka about it last night when we switched rooms. So, what you're saying is you're the only you and Sayaka knows about it. Very interesting. She had a slight hint of a smirk on her face. That does not look like a smirk. That looks like she is judging you. I got the sense that she was really starting to get into all this.
I see.
Then that's clear. That clears that up. Huh? Clear what up? I'm so lost.
Goodbye.
Well, see you later. As if I'd forgotten I was ever even there. She suddenly turned around and left the room. I still don't really understand any of this.